Lots of questions across Idaho and the nation about a new military partnership with the country of Qatar. Back on Friday, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, who refers to himself as Secretary of War, whatever you want to call him, he announced that Qatar would be sending fighter jets and pilots to Idaho's Mountain Home Air Force Base for a training operation. And the agreement drew major reaction because of the initial phrasing by the Secretary of Defense himself, saying that a Qatari facility would be built in Idaho. Long story short, that was walked back by the end of the day and clarified as Qatar would have a working relationship with the United States Air Force here in Idaho, similar to how Singapore currently has operations at Mountain Home Air Force Base. For the first time this afternoon, we are hearing from Mountain Home's mayor and a commander from the Air Force Base, the first to address questions publicly, like, did they know this announcement was coming?
The wing commander called me and goes, "Hey, just letting you know, we found out too." So I think we were all shocked, I guess. Not shocked in the aspect that it's finally inked, but just the press release or the information wasn't laid down or put down to all of us in a more efficient manner. But I digress. Either way, it's fine. We're a big family-oriented place. Mountain Home is one of the most diverse communities in Idaho because of that Air Force Base. You've got every culture you can imagine from that Air Force Base. We've got our Basques, we've got our Hispanic community. We have everything you can think of in Mountain Home, and that makes us better. And this is no different than any other culture or country. We've been training all sorts of contingencies, from the Germans to the French to everybody out at that training base.
Okay, it's been solidified. We've been talking about this. We've known that this was coming. And now the Secretary of War said, yep, here's the agreement. This is occurring. I think now allows us to continue on with the planning and to solidify more things as we start to work with being able to host them the best we can here at Mountain Home Air Force Base. There's still a lot of work to be done, and we're excited about getting after that.
As we covered in depth yesterday, the duo confirmed that the partnership did not happen overnight. Of course, this dates back to 2017, shortly after the United States sold $12 billion worth of F-15s to Qatar. And in exchange, the Qatari military wanted their pilots trained on those aircrafts among Americans. And Mountain Home, they won the bid in part because of the topography. It matches the landscape visually in terms of what it looks like in their Middle Eastern country. And that's Colonel Michael Perez, who we just heard from a moment ago. He's the group commander of the 366th Maintenance Group, and he expects the Qatari partnership to be the same as other existing foreign training operations.
We have a partnership with Singapore, and we join with them and we train daily with them, and we have some of the best airspace here in the country. And so it's exciting that the Singaporeans are here with us, and it's going to be equally as exciting when we get the Qataris here, just with those partnerships and working together and training. There's a lot of benefit, not only to the Qataris, but there's a lot of benefit to the men and women at Mountain Home Air Force Base across the base on just the training opportunities and stuff that we will have to embed with them and train with them and work with them. And I think we may not even see them until 2030. So there's still a lot of work to be done. But Mountain Home Air Force Base, we are really excited to host the Qataris and partner with them as they come here and train with us.
And I do want to add that Mayor Sykes, who's been mayor of Mountain Home since 2016, he actually mentioned in the press conference today that he has traveled to Qatar physically and has visited with their leadership there. Anyways, it may be some time before this actually happens. You heard the colonel say 2030, but Mayor Sykes maintains his excitement about the benefits that this will bring to his city. We will continue to follow this.